Hopefully you have all had an opportunity to get some food and get settled in. First of all, I would like to welcome all the alumni, any teachers, any administrators, anyone else that's happened to be able to come and take time out of their busy days to honor these two educators of excellence. We've been doing the Educator of Excellence program now since '08, and we've honored a variety of teachers, some who may be here. I know that I saw Joan Menzel, and if you're another past Educator of Excellence, stand up. I mean, we've had Bill McGinnis, we've had, I better check my list. Among others, we've had Bill McGinnis, we've had Joan, we've had Scott Mareka. There have been teachers of all buildings, including Jody Hoffner, Danielle Renton, among others, and Jerry Cafton. So this is a fairly exclusive group, let me tell you that. We have excellent teachers in Independence. We're proud of our teachers. We're proud of the work they do to send people out the door prepared to do an excellent job in college or in life. And life is, I guess, the most important piece of that puzzle. So, I guess, because we're kind of bouncing around just a little bit more than normal, is Mike here? Mike Gruber? He is? All right. Well, he will be our first honoree today. So if we'd ask Mike if he wants to come up, and we'll ask Amber to read the citation. We had a large number of excellent nominees. It was really tough for the committee. We sat down and we worked our way and decided on these two. So, hello, Mike. How are you? Welcome. Thank you. And we're going to ask Amber to come up and read the citation, please.
Okay. The Independence High School Alumni Association proudly announces the selection of Michael Gruber, Independence Primary School art teacher since 2010, as a 2025 Educator of Excellence. Mr. Gruber has the privilege, honor, and responsibility of teaching children in grades K through 4 for an hour each week. And thus, over the years, he has taught every student now graduating from Independence High School, with his first students now graduating from college. Mr. Gruber's kindness, humanity, dedication, and professional excellence guide his focus for each child. Art education plays a crucial role in every child's academic journey, he says. Creating an inviting and comfortable environment is a fundamental aspect of my job. By nurturing creativity and boosting confidence in every student, we can counterbalance the many challenges they face. As he creates a safe zone within which they can socialize, explore, and develop their interests and abilities while bringing to life talents they were unaware of. It's a rewarding process for Mr. Gruber and his students to see an art project go all the way from an initial idea to being on display at the annual art show. From first draft through revision to the final product, Mr. Gruber works with each child to provide feedback throughout the process and help them create something they can be really proud of. When the parents see the final artwork too, they can be proud of what their child has created. Mike Gruber was a typical kid. He liked baseball, golf, ice skating, swimming, and art. He played the trumpet in the marching band and marched in the 2002 Rose Bowl parade in Pasadena when Miami played Nebraska. His baseball team went 28-2 in his senior year and made it to the state Final 8. An art school opened close to Mike's home when he was in junior high. He rode his bike to school, took all their courses of interest, and even taught courses he created while he was still in high school. Mr. Gruber graduated from Kent State University in art education and received a master's in athletic administration from Ohio University. Mr. Gruber's passion for sports continues. Starting in 2012, this will be his 13th season with IHS Baseball. It's common to see 3 generations of Grubers at IHS baseball games: Mike, his father, and his son, a first grader. Additionally, he has spent 2 years with the girls' golf program and currently head coach for IHS Girls Varsity Golf. For 7 years, he was the middle school athletic director. All these activities allow him to engage with students from kindergarten through 12th grade and continue bonds even after they graduate. Teaching students to see in many art forms, in 2012, Mr. Gruber introduced the 4th graders to larger-than-life murals made from about 100 separate squares, each prepared by a separate student. A few of the annual murals have featured the 3 4th grade homeroom teachers. In one, the primary school when it was first built, the primary school in the bicentennial year, and former music teacher Joan Sedor. The 2016 mural celebrated the Cleveland Cavaliers' National Basketball Championship and brought Cavaliers general manager David Griffin to the primary school with the championship trophy for a school assembly. In 2017, the mural depicted the IHS girls golf team, which placed first in the state of Ohio. In 2017, it was a thank you to Independence Police and Fire. The 2021 mural featured the Browns, and Miles Garrett came to the school, signed the mural, did a Q&A, and walked the halls talking to students. The 2023 mural, featuring monkeys and red pandas, is on display at the Cleveland Zoo primate exhibit. Recently, 4th grade students and Mr. Gruber met with the art director of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and the 2025 appropriately themed mural will be on display at the Rock Hall. To celebrate each student's artwork in a unique and inspiring way, Mr. Gruber recreated a version of the Van Gogh immersive room on display at the Cleveland Art Museum. He linked 7 digital projectors, all projecting edge to edge on the full length of the primary school gym wall. The projectors were simultaneously linked to Mr. Gruber's laptop, with each projector displaying a dramatic looping presentation, including each student's artwork entering and exiting the screens in a movie-like presentation. Again, seizing the initiative in November 2024, a new 4th grade drone flying club came to flight in the classroom, hallways, and gymnasium of the primary school. The first session of 12 students joined Mr. Gruber for 6 one-hour sessions before school. There is a long wait list for subsequent sessions. In recognition of Mr. Gruber's overall excellence, on November 7th, 2024, Mr. Gruber was recognized as the 2024 Northeast Region Outstanding Art Teacher by Ohio Art Education Association. IPS Principal T.J. Ebert said, "In my 23 years as an educator, I have not worked with a more exceptional art teacher. His innovative approaches, like the Van Gogh Immersive Project, showcase his commitment to bringing art to life for our students. Without question, Mr. Gruber is an educator of excellence, and every IHS student has benefited from his passion for helping them realize their potential as a person and student throughout their life. The Alumni Association is most proud of Mr. Gruber's distinctive excellence in education, and we hope he will remain a member of the district team for many years. We thank his wife, Michelle, and son, Elliot, for sharing Mr. Gruber with the district and our students."
And Bob, do you have the certificate? In the meantime, while Bob is getting the certificate, Superintendent Kelly Cogan, did you wish to say a few words?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kelly Cogan. This is my first year here in Independence, the new superintendent. And it is truly an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate 2 outstanding educators who have left an indelible mark on the Independence local schools and continue to leave a mark on the Independence local schools, and the many students they have guided, inspired, and encouraged over the years. When Independence High School alumni reunite, the conversation naturally turns to the teachers who shaped them, the mentors who not only taught them the lessons in the classroom, but also instilled values, confidence, and a love of learning that lasts a lifetime. That is why today's Educator of Excellence luncheon is so meaningful. It's a testament to the power of education and the profound impact that dedicated teachers have on generations of students. Education is more than imparting knowledge. It's about cultivating a legacy of excellence, a legacy that extends beyond textbooks and test scores to shape character, foster curiosity, and ignite lifelong passions. The very best educators do not just teach. They inspire, they challenge, and they empower. And today we have that honor of honoring two such educators with Mr. Mike Gruber and Mr. Gene Michaels, whose dedication, talent, and unwavering commitment have helped shape the futures of so many. As we gather here today, surrounded by former students, colleagues, friends, and family, we are reminded that the true measure of an educator's success is not in the accolades or the awards, but honestly in the lives that you both have touched and will continue to touch throughout many years, Mr. Gruber, hopefully. Excellence in education is not just something we strive for, it's a legacy we build together. Congratulations to both of you on this well-deserved honor. Thank you for your service, your passion, and your commitment to the students of Independence. You are appreciated. Enjoy today's lunch.
Thank you. All right. Anyone else present with working with lots of really young people? They're probably in class, but is anyone else that would like to say a few words? Oh, Bob?
Hi, my name is Macy McGee, and I'm currently a senior at IHS. I'm incredibly honored to stand here today to recognize someone who has been a constant and positive presence in my life, Mike Gruber. To me, Mr. Gruber is more than just a teacher. He has been a mentor, a coach, and a friend. From my very first days in kindergarten, he was there shaping my journey. He was my art teacher, guiding me through everything from simple sketches to creating a giant mural in 4th grade, which was an unforgettable project that taught me about collaboration and creativity. I'll never forget the time we spent decorating his classroom with the Starbucks theme, turning his space into something unique and fun. It wasn't just about art or schoolwork, it was about the little things that made learning feel like an adventure. As I moved into middle school, Mr. Gruber was still right there. He was the athletic director and then later my varsity golf coach. He gave me the opportunity to run the scoreboard and scorebook for the boys and girls basketball games before I was able to play in 7th grade. He showed me what it meant to push myself to grow as both a player and a person. During my senior golf season this year, he really helped me teach how to become a mentor to all my freshman teammates while also pushing me to excel on my own and being able to repeat as the conference MVP. I also had the privilege of working with him in after-school clubs where I learned even more from his dedication to shaping us beyond just academics and athletics. Over the years, I've had the chance to watch him grow as a teacher, always adapting, always giving his best. We have grown together, him as a teacher and me as a student who both started our journeys at independent schools the same year. So Mr. Gruber, thank you. Thank you for being there from day one, for teaching me lessons both in and out of the classroom, for encouraging me to be my best, and for always supporting me no matter where I was in my journey. You've made a lasting impact on my life, and I know I'm not the only one feeling this way. Thank you for your impact as an Independence teacher.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brooke Gradert, and I have had the absolute pleasure of being the school counselor at the primary school and working with Mike Gruber over the last a lot of years. Today, I have the distinct honor of celebrating him who truly embodies what it means to be an educator of excellence. Excuse me. When I think of excellence, I think of someone who not only excels in their field, but goes above and beyond their normal duties. Someone who leaves a lasting impact on their students, colleagues, and their community. All of us who know Mike Gruber know that he exemplifies this quality in every possible way. Mike isn't just an incredible art teacher. He's an innovator, a mentor, and the heart of so many moments that make our school special. Whether it's designing fun templates, creating eye-catching posters, or orchestrating school-wide pranks that bring us all together, Mike brings a unique energy that makes our school feel like a home. He doesn't just teach art, he immerses our students in creativity, imagination, and the confidence to see the world through a different lens. But Mike's impact does not just stop at the classroom door. For the last 14 years, he's also served the district not only as the art teacher, but as a dedicated coach and mentor. He teaches with passion, leads with kindness, and inspires with his unwavering commitment to our students, our staff, and this community. Mike, today we celebrate you, not just for the lessons you teach, but for the way you make learning an adventure, for the way you uplift your students and your colleagues, for the laughter, the creativity, and the excellence you bring to everything you do. It's my absolute honor to congratulate you on receiving the Independence Alumni Association Educator of Excellence Award. No one is more deserving. Everyone give a big round of applause for Mike Gruber.
Anyone else? Okay. Yes.
I graduated from Independence, and I think I have some art eligibility credits left. Did I get it first grade?
Thanks, Ron. Oh. All right. We are set to move on to our second celebrant. I got to say that I nominated Gene Michaels for a simple reason, because he managed to get me through general business despite myself. Oh, you want Mike to have a chance to talk? I think so. Come on, Mike, come and say a few words. I know that Kelly sent you away. You're welcome back here anytime. Bob, that wasn't my fault. Kelly did it.
No, I just wanted to take a second to thank everybody here today, the Alumni Association administration, for putting on such a nice event here today. It is truly a pretty cool gig that I have, where I get to see students starting in kindergarten and checking on them at the middle school days, and then see what type of human being they turn into when they are seniors in high school. And then those friendships continuing on after high school. I'm starting to continue to keep in touch with those students, and it's just it's a very rewarding situation for me, and I'm really happy to be here. Thank you.
Now? Okay. All right. As I started to say, that Gene Michaels got me through general business. One of basically 3 classes that I took at Independence High School that really stood out as I lived my life as an adult. The general business class, all those wonderful things we learned about that so much applied to my life, along with a couple of classes on speech. As you can tell, I didn't do that well on that either. And then one in writing. So those were the 3 courses that stand out in me. But Gene Michaels is the individual that we are honoring. So, Gene, you want to come on up? And would you like a chair up here, or would you prefer to stand?
Why don't we let him sit there while Amber reads?
Why don't we let him sit there while Amber reads? What a plan.
Okay. Mr. Michaels grew up in Lorain, Ohio, and graduated from Lorain High School in 1951. As a kid, he was always heavily involved in local sports and knew all the stats for Browns and Indians, and thought he might become a sports writer. Sharing a very large paper route with his brother, he never got to participate in after-school sports. His high school business classes allowed him to be hired at the U.S. Steel Plant accounting department in Lorain. However, with the Korean War at hand, Mr. Michaels enlisted in the Army for 3 years. Following training to become a military policeman at Fort Gordon, Georgia, he deployed to Daejeon, Korea, and guarded troop movements on rail lines throughout Korea. Following armistice in 1953, he witnessed and assisted with the return of U.S. POWs. Like many Korean War veterans, due to marginal footwear, he suffered frostbite and lifetime consequences. He returned to the steel plant accounting department and then met his wife, Carol, in 1956. Subsequently, they quit their jobs and became full-time students at Ohio State. Mr. Michaels assisted by GI Bill funds. Concurrently, for 2 years, they managed an apartment building for the university. In 1961, the Independence Board of Education took teaching contracts to each the Independence Board of Education took teaching contracts to their home in Columbus, and thus upon graduation, Mrs. Michaels became an Independence first grade teacher at the elementary school, and Mr. Michaels became a business teacher in the new, still under construction high school on Archwood. Eventually, the Michaels bought a home on Brookside Road. Mrs. Michaels taught for 3 years until the first of their 3 children was born. All 3 graduated from IHS. Paul, class of 80, Greg, class of 82, and Karen, class of 83. Paul became a pharmacist, Greg an oral surgeon, and Karen a surgical nurse. These were formative years for the school district, with Stan Scotian, Jacob C., John Van Sickle, and the Board of Education laying a long-term foundation for education and conduct. Outside the business classroom, Mr. Michaels was a 10th grade homeroom teacher and helped with the student-run concession stand, which was by the old football field in the center of town. Mr. Michaels was the advisor of the IHS Key Club, sponsored by the Kiwanis Club. He used that relationship with a wide range of business professionals to bring the world into the classroom on a nearly weekly basis to show students career opportunities so they could see how they could fit in and the skills they would need to be successful. Mr. Michaels also used the Key Club relationship to get IHS kids into the Richfield Coliseum to hand out gifts to bolster attendance at the Cavalier games, and of course to see the games. Mr. Michaels was the first Independence golf coach and coached from 1962 to 1990. But also as the father of 3 IHS students, he was heavily involved in a wide range of youth sports, from wrestling to softball, ticket sales, and even announcing at the varsity football games. He was also one of the founders of the Independence School Employees Credit Union and was the secretary-treasurer for 25 years. Mr. Michaels' philosophy was to be firm but fair, to treat each student as he would treat his own children, to teach students the technical skills they need to be effective in the business world and the personal skills they needed to be welcomed in an office environment. Mr. Michaels comments that many of the current and former city council members are former students, and that many successful business leaders were developed in independent schools. After teaching at IHS for 32 years, from 1961 to 1993, during which over 3,300 students graduated from IHS, Mr. Michaels retired after having taught over 2,400 business students. His youngest students would now be 50, the oldest 82. The Michaels left Independence after their 3 kids were in college. Having become interested in horses and trainers at Northfield, they subsequently moved to their 57-acre property in Coshocton, Ohio, where they enjoy their children, grandkids, and horses. We are very proud of you, Mr. Michaels, and we thank you for the example of personal, academic, and business excellence you set for 4 decades of Independence High School graduates.
The Traeger's one. Okay, you have any more? Okay. All right. Gene, are you on your way up? He's not going to come up. Okay, that's fine. Congratulations. We've got, we have a testimonial. Amber is going to has another testimonial, and then we'll throw the floor open to anyone else. Okay? Amber, you ready? Okay.
Okay, so this is a testimonial from Jim Trachis. He had to leave early, so he asked me to read this for him. We are fortunate this afternoon to bestow this honor upon a very worthy candidate, someone who has had a profoundly positive impact upon the people of Independence for a generation, and whose wisdom and instilling of knowledge in the minds of Independence youth still benefits our community and the world around us. Gene Michaels taught the business principles and economic concepts that spawned a generation of entrepreneurs, successful workers, productive citizens, individuals who have had success in life thanks to the knowledge that they gained under his guidance. Mr. Michaels also was a coach who instilled a strong work ethic and ability in his players, and an academic advisor who gave his students values of volunteerism, community spirit, progress, discipline, and a sense of purpose with our lives. My own experiences with Mr. Michaels continue to shape me to this day. He will probably laugh, but my official Wall Street Journal login password includes his name, since he taught me how to read the Dow Jones Industrial Average and stock quotations. All these years later, I honored the man who taught me so much about business with the publication that we were first intimidated by, but learned to use the valuable tool to our advantage. Business class was always a look forward to adventure with Mr. Michaels. He made learning fun by citing examples from our life experiences and our community. I never met Sister Mary Eclair, but he sure talked about her Catholic discipline and chocolatey goodness in story problem examples. Mr. Michaels would drink coffee and enjoy it in front of us and said that someday, when we all went to work, we could experience this elixir and all of its glories as well. But while learning was fun, it was also serious. Mr. Michaels knew how to make business principles important to us by citing local examples. As Key Club academic advisor, along with Kiwanis advisor Dave Grindell, Mr. Michaels showed a whole world of service and building to those of us who were fortunate enough to have joined Key Club. On a personal note, he encouraged me to run for Lieutenant Governor of District 24, and I won, the first election outside of Independence I got to compete in. He drove me to the meetings, made sure I got home safely along with Dave, and encouraged leadership and service above self, a value I learned more about in the military, but it started with Mr. Michaels. But Mr. Michaels was more than a teacher. He took a personal interest in his students, kept in touch with us in the summer months, and long after we graduated, we would receive little notes of encouragement from Coshocton, Ohio, USA, from the man who helped to mold us into productive adult citizens. He lived in town and cared deeply about independence. Around election time, he would discuss who was running for mayor, council, board of education, so that we got involved civically. He opined on local, state, national affairs in a balanced way that stimulated thought amongst us. Of course, when he would ask a question and nobody knew the answer, he would start bouncing up and down on his heels and click his fingers. That is when we knew we better get our act together, because he was disappointed in us and we wanted him to be proud of us. It is fitting and right that we honor Mr. Gene Michaels today. If I played golf, I would probably take him out for a round, but alas, that was one thing he couldn't teach me. But he sure did a great job with a lot of champion golfers at IHS, and I hope he gets to enjoy some rounds these days. Thank you on behalf of all of us in the class of 1983. We were pretty ungrateful at the time, but now that our careers are winding down, we owe so much to all of our teachers, but particularly to the man who helped us to understand how to earn a living. Some of us did pay attention, and our 401k investments are sound. We owe so much of it to an all-around great guy, husband, father, educator, good citizen, and honoree today, Mr. Michaels. Hip, hip, hooray.
Anyone else that would like to say a few words? Yes. They'll say something? Okay, come and say something.
I only had one class at Mr. Michaels, and that was a summer class. And I thought I'd learn how to type, and I did learn how to type, and that was probably one of the most useful classes I've ever taken in school. And I wish they taught more useful classes in school instead of trying to push everybody into college. Not that I didn't go to college, but but sometimes it's more important to know how to type than to know who wrote something, like an English class or something. And so I really appreciated that I learned something useful in my life, and that he was nice and he was fun, and he always said hi. He always said hi like he knew me, not like he was just like I was just a student. He probably didn't know me, but you felt like he did. Like he didn't just go like, hi, like, well, yeah, you're in my class. I know you're in the school someplace. Who knows who you are? But that was a fun class, and I appreciated it. Thank you.
All right.
Boy, they got the chair out. They must expect me to talk for quite a while.
I'm going to set the mayor's timer, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Well, I'll use up some other people's time too. At first, let me start with Mike. Mike, I'm probably old enough to be a teacher of you. If I was a teacher, my only interaction with you over the years was the athletic director with the middle school and stuff, but you could just tell from the long introduction that was read about you and the testimonials from some of the people who spoke about you that you've had a tremendous impact on this community and the students that you've had. So very well-deserved honor that you're one of the recipients of this award today. Mr. Michaels, though, I did have, and all of us, I think I could look around and it's safe to say that there's people in our lives that we know they're either going to have a positive impact on us or a negative impact, and it ranges the gamut from parents to coaches to teachers to friends, family members, work colleagues. And I could definitely say for myself, and I'm probably speaking for the thousands of people that Mr. Michaels had as students, that you're definitely in the category of having a positive impact, a very positive impact on people like myself. Dale, like you, I think I was a sophomore, and I knew I wasn't a science guy really, but I had to start thinking, all right, I wanted to go to college, what maybe are my interests, and so I signed up for that same general business class too, and I really credit you, Mr. Michaels, for sparking my interest in business, and really it's related to government sector work too, and that class led to taking Accounting 1 class, which led to taking the Accounting 2 class, which led me to be able to test out of the 2 introductory classes at Cleveland State, which then set me on track to graduate even early. And had I not taken those couple classes and get introduced to the field by you and the way you taught it, I would have a whole different trajectory. And I think Mr. Michaels was also a leader in integrating the classroom with the world outside. Kelly, Mike, this probably wasn't allowed now, but back then I could remember it was a smaller class. I don't know if it was one of the accounting classes or the general business class, but Mr. Michael says, come on, get in my truck, it's early, we're going to go to McDonald's in Brecksville for breakfast, because we didn't have the McDonald's over here. And he goes, everybody order, get your stuff, and then we're going to call the manager over, and then he or she, everybody just ask him a question or her a question about business. How, what's your sales, what's your gross profit margin or whatever, and he wanted to start getting the classroom lessons integrated with the real world. And then when we came back, and I think it was Mr. Beal at the time, if he ran into us and asked us why we were coming back, where were we during the middle of the morning, we could just say, hey, we were on a class field trip. So thank you for all of that. You've had a tremendous impact on me in the business world, in the political world, and I owe a lot of my success to the fundamentals and the groundwork that you laid back upstairs in that room upstairs, though. So thank you very much, Mr. Michaels.
Okay, my name is Ray Wiesek, and I am a 1975 graduate of Independence High School. 75. 50 years ago. 50 years ago, wow. A couple of my classmates look pretty old, but that's okay. I was also lucky enough to have Mr. Michaels in business. Well, I'm going to make that real short. I was not his best student, okay? He was kind enough to help me, explain things to me, but most importantly, give me the time to go practice golf. And that really was important because back then, that's what I lived for, was to play golf. Mr. Michaels was our golf coach. In 1974, we were lucky enough to have him shepherd us to win the sectional golf tournament for Independence High School, which was a big deal. I was lucky enough to be the champion of the sectional. What made that so special was Mr. Michaels just let us play. He kept us, he shepherded us, he made sure that we were always honest, forthright, shook hands whether we won or lost. Sometimes he had to temperament me because I got a little rough at times. That's a good story, see? We did have someone on our team who did something in Boston Mills golf course back then. He decided on the first tee that he didn't like the way it was, and he was one of our better players, that he wanted to take practice swings on the tee, but not just the swings, take chunks of grass out of the tee, and just literally destroyed the tee. So we were a little bit upset, I'd say. Mr. Michaels had a great idea, and Mrs. Michaels, because what we did was, he said, I want all you guys to come to my house on Brookside. Let's go down the basement. Let's have something, some pop to drink. Now, I want you guys as men to tell me, what are we going to do? Are we going to allow him to stay on the team, or are we not going to allow him to stay on the team? And if so, what kind of punishment should he have? I'm not going to make that decision. You are men, you make that decision. Now, let me tell you something. In 1974, nobody did that. They told you what to do, not Mr. Michaels. He gave us the opportunity to make our own decision. And we let Tom come back and play. But he had to serve a little penance, So that was, to me, the essence of Mr. Michaels. And Mrs. Michaels, to open your house to us was tremendous. So I can't tell you, to this day, I play golf with Bobby Golem, okay? And, we talk about you all the time. We really do. You meant so much to us in our lives that we will never forget you and the guidance you gave us. So, Mr. Michaels, thank you.
Anyone else? Is anybody on their way that I just miss out? Okay. Well, I will provide you with this, and then I will hand you the microphone. Then it's your turn. You want up? All right. You want over here? Would you like this? Got it upside down, probably. The odds are pretty good. All right. It's up to you. You want me to set that down? All right. I will set that down, and the mic is yours.
Well, just a few words to the Alumni Association.
Got to be close to the mic.
All right.
There you go.
Just a few words to the Alumni Association for the special award. And it's truly, I am truly honored by our former students and members of the Independence community. And I'd like to thank our principals, Mr. Van Sickle and Mr. Beal, and also our superintendent, Mrs. Scotian, for being my mentor and for also encouraging me to do what I was doing. So in conclusion, I would like to just thank you again for this incredible honor and this award, and I really thank you for appreciating all my efforts. Thank you very much.
We'll get this back to you, okay? You want to go over that way? Because then Mike and Gene, if you go over that way, then we can get a picture of the, you got that? Oh, just the two of us? Okay. Which way? Got a good one? Go ahead. Oh, sorry, stepping on your toes. Sure. You good? All right. All right. The background good, Don? Okay. You'll get our faces and not just our silhouettes. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay. You good? Okay, very good. Thanks. All right. Couple of quick announcements. First of all, April 4th, mark your calendars if you already haven't done so. We're having another gathering at the Civic Center. That's bring your own beverage, bring your own snacks, and now the time escapes me. 4 to 7. 4 to 7, so mark that on your calendar. Please join us for lively conversation and more cookies, Nancy says. Also, you want to talk about the pins there, Bob?
There are copies of the biographies for both of the recipients on the back table. You might want to take them because there's more detail of their wonderful careers and service to us. We also, the Alumni Association, purchased pins that we made for the graduating class. You can see them on the back table. We hope to give them to them around graduation time, celebrating what is the 100th graduating class from Independence High School. Pretty cool. Thanks, Al.
You're welcome. Okay, and what we'd like to do in a few minutes is have a brief meeting of the alumni over in the front corner, but otherwise, please continue to have conversation, and please eat more pizza. Thank you. Appreciate y'all coming.